to Super Sister Science, a best friends podcast where we talk life, love, and a little bit of astrology. I am your no-nonsense Capricorn co-host, Juanita.
And I am your cozy, compassionate Cancer co-host, Brooke.
Oh my god, your claws are out.
Why?
Why?
I'm doing my little claws.
What's up? Why are you activated?
I'm feeling manic.
Why?
I got 4 hours of sleep last night.
You did text me at 4 a.m. and that was crazy.
I stayed up. I've been really behind on some web development stuff, and I had this one project that was just taking forever to finish, and I just needed to power through, and something came over me in the night. I powered through, but then
Did you finish?
Yeah, at least the chunk of it that I needed to. I actually still have a lot to do for that project, but
Ew.
yeah, it was a mess. But it's okay. Yeah, and then I was not sleeping in my house because I was cat sitting. So I went to sleep really late, and then when I woke up, I had to feed the cats breakfast. And then I was just up. So I was like, let's go.
So you feel insane.
I feel crazy. I've got my sugar-free Red Bull here. Gabby Windy style.
Does she do that on her podcast?
I don't listen to it regularly enough to know if it's consistent, but I know she's done it. She was, at least for a time, starting the pod with a...
Oh, that's cute.
With a little crit.
Well, famously also Bachelor Clues used to do that on Game of Roses with his Topo Chico.
His Topo Chico, twist of lime, hint
of
lime. They are really good. I'm actually pissed because I got this at I almost said the garage store, at the gas station. Hey, kind of a garage store. And I don't always drink Red Bull, but when I do, I drink Red Bull Zero. Wait, yeah.
Sugar-free?
No, there's Red Bull sugar-free, and then there's Red Bull, and then there's, Red Bull Zero. And I'm normally a Red Bull Zero girly, which is strange, because normally I don't like, artificial sweeteners, but this tastes like sucralose. The whole thing tastes like sucralose. And a Red Bull, solid, but it's also can be a little syrupy. Red Bull Zero uses monk fruit as the sweetener, and it's just, I just don't taste it. It just dissolves away. It's just it's almost like a Red Bull flavored sparkling water. They're delicious, but they were completely out. So I'm worried that they've stopped manufacturing them.
Oh no!
And
Red Bull and LaCroix should do a collab.
They really should. LaCroix can give you wings too.
Not as catchy.
No, not nearly as catchy.
What monk fruit I see in recipes sometimes on Instagram, because I'm on recipe Instagram.
Sure are.
But the name monk fruit is so off-putting.
Yeah.
It reminds me of monkfish, which is a really ugly, horrific fish.
It sure is. The second you said it, the photo of the monkfish flashed in my eyes.
Really ugly ass fish.
Like the ugliest fish on earth. It's famous for being ugly.
So it's put some monkfish in your pudding. No, I don't want to.
Not a gross fish in my pudding. Not in my Red Bull.
Not my Red Bull. Yeah, so it's just always kind of ew.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, try it out, because it's secretly kind of good. And it's not from the monkfish.
A famously sweet fish.
The monkfish is absolutely revered for its sweetness. It's become so ugly so that it's not captured for its sweetness.
The monkfish is truly the lesson: do not judge a book by its cover. Because if we didn't talk to the monkfish just because of how ugly she was, we would never know how kind-hearted and sweet she was.
Exactly. The monkfish is sweet. The monkfish is street smart. The monkfish will never let you leave without a meal. Never let you leave their house hungry.
Really hospitable, generous, warm, loving.
Just like a Cancer.
The monkfish is a Cancer.
So true.
Aww.
Don't fact check us on any of these monkfish facts.
Thanks, Mommy Monkfish.
Thank you, Mommy Monkfish. Is that a good segue?
Into our Capricorn and Cancer moment of the week. Nice cut off.
That was good. I followed your lead on that.
Thank you.
You did the sound, and I just kind of
Fell away.
disappeared.
Yeah.
I don't have enough energy to do the plode.
That's okay. Tell me about your cancer moment.
It happened on the way here.
Okay.
I was leaving this house that I'm cat sitting in, and they live up in the hills, and there's like the nature is a little different. The wildlife is different.
Oh.
I was leaving their front porch, and I saw just the tiniest little guy. The smallest gecko I've ever seen with my live eyes.
Oh.
Just crawling.
How did you see it so small?
He wasn't that small. He was regular small.
Aww.
He was just a little guy, and I was running late to this podcast. I had so many things going on this morning.
Your life is a nightmare.
And I
right now
saw this little man. I just dropped everything. I put literally my stuff on the ground, and I like knelt down to just like be like, because he kind of like scurried away a little bit when I first saw him. And I thought I was like, oh, we'll just be walking by. He was kind of like, I was going up the steps, and then he was kind of like on a side pedestal thing, so I could like get eye to eye with him. And I was like, hi, little man. And he just kind of stayed and was like looking at me, and I just spent like a couple minutes with him, and I started going like he was a cat, like he would come to me. He didn't. It's pretty sure that's not how reptiles work.
No.
But I really just like went full mammal mode with this reptile and was just like, I almost touched him. I was like, do you think he'll let me pet him? He didn't. And I'm not normally like a, ooh, look at that sticky, icky bug kind of person.
Yeah.
But this gecko was really cute.
Aww.
He had 2 eyes, 4 legs,
No way.
regular tail.
No way.
He looked clean and dry.
Pettable.
Exactly.
Wow. What color?
Sort of like a green brown mix. He was kind of like not tortoiseshell. Reptiles can't be tortoiseshell, but like
kind of classic lizard.
Kind of
color.
classic gecko lizard, yeah. Sort of not quite Geico green, a browner.
Maybe like a camouflage.
Yeah, kind of a camouflage desert moment.
Army fatigue
Yeah.
color.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
He was really giving little angel
Aww.
from the earth, and I just wanted to be his little mommy.
You
It
felt
was
one
really
with
sweet.
nature.
Yeah, he was so sweet.
That's lovely.
He was just the smallest man I've ever seen.
I could have never wanted to touch that.
I know.
And I love
I know.
that
Oh my.
you wanted to.
I was startled. I leaned back and my son was behind my head.
Yeah.
My love for animals has just turned all the way up today.
Wow.
I didn't sleep enough, and now I'm just one with nature, I guess.
Good job.
Closer to God.
Closer to God.
Also, that sugar-free Red Bull sucks.
Damn.
It just tastes like sucralose. I don't like sucralose. Anyway.
Sorry.
What was your Capricorn moment of the week?
You were there for it. I was complaining about this callback that I had to do for a comedy theater musical group here in LA that my roommate is a part of, and I've been in this casting process for 3 months. I sent in my initial tape literally in May.
It's insane.
And then did a taped callback and had my in-person callback 2 days ago, in which I was asked to prepare a 3.5 minute song. And I was just kind of being mad about it.
You were like, I so badly want to be part of this group that's going to make me so mad every day.
Yeah. I want to perform live. I want to do
Yeah.
musical theater with like a low time commitment, which is what this group will give me. But anyway, my Capricorn moment was when I was complaining about the callback and you were like, are you going to pull out? And I was just like, what? No, it's not in my... I said, that is not in my nature.
You were like so aghast, almost mad at me for even suggesting it.
Like, what the fuck?
I would never do that.
Hello? No, I'm going to complain every single second. And I'm going to work really hard and do a really good job.
And you did, I'm sure.
And I did.
When do you find out? No one can know.
Listen, I don't know. Probably in 6 months. At this rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
You were riled
absolute
up.
Capricorn nature of like working too hard, being too hard on yourself, and not throwing in the towel for any reason.
God forbid you give yourself a break.
No.
Why would you do that?
No, I can't do that. I'm going to give you a 3.5 minute act with costumes. Beginning, middle, and end. So anyway, that was my Capricorn moment.
Well, yeah. You were very Capricorn. I should have known that was coming.
Which part?
That was your Capricorn moment of the week.
Oh, yeah.
When it was happening.
The second it happened, I went
your sea goat horns were spiraling.
They were spiraling up like the devil's helmet.
Is that a phrase? Because
no.
It should be.
Well, it is now.
It sounds like a great canyon in the Southwest.
The devil's helmet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or like a mountain range.
Or a roller coaster.
Or a hill. Or a roller coaster on a hill.
A hill, yeah. A hilly coaster. The devil's helmet.
The devil's helmet.
No, yeah. The Capricorn horns are the devil's helmet. Anyway. Should we talk about what we are... Yeah, I imagine you have a lot to scream about.
I do. I'm screaming a lot.
Tell me.
So yesterday I'm minding my own business, right? I'm just driving my car around. Nothing's wrong. Everything's fine. I'm cat sitting. I'm like doing all this like gig work. So I don't get to have a relaxing Sunday. In fact, I'm doing a bunch of work on Sunday, and it all involves me to like be in my car, drive around town, get places at a time that I've communicated to other people.
Horrible.
And I'm leaving my house to go to a cat in Koreatown that I have to feed before driving back to the Hollywood Hills to feed another cat. If you live in LA, you'll understand what that is like. And I hear this I get out of my driveway zone. I'm like turning the corner and I hear this really weird sound. I'm like, please be something weird on the street. It doesn't stop. So I'm like, I pull over. Sticking out of the driver's side rear tire is this like piece of metal. Something I can only describe as like a long piece of very thick wire. Like, when I come closer to it, it appears to be a piece of a chain link fence.
Why would that have gone into your tire?
Can't know. Why was it in the driveway or on the sidewalk or in the street? Because that's where it had to be for me to run it over.
You were on the sidewalk?
Well, there's like the point where you like leave the driveway and you're like technically on the sidewalk. But it's still the driveway, but it's like public. I'm like, I guess debris could have been.
But why?
And it's like sharp on the edge that's sticking out, and it's like poking out like a foot or two, just like out.
A foot?
Yeah. And
12 inches?
And you can like bend it, but it's like this long piece. It's crazy. And then it's just jammed in the tire. And when you wiggle it, I can hear the air leaking.
No.
So I'm like, fuck.
God damn it.
What the fuck do I do? I'm on my way to work, essentially. So I drive it back to the house, which is like a minute away. And I'm like, maybe I can like cut the metal off. Maybe I can pry it out and like, I didn't know. I was like, I don't know what to do in this situation at all, frankly.
Boo.
And Joe's car.
Wait, can I ask a clarifying question?
Mm-hmm.
Was like the way that the wheel rolls, was it in the path of the wheel or sticking out like hubcap style?
It was in the path. So every time I drove, but it was like sticking out. How do I describe this? Okay, so there's the wheel, right? Then there's like the top and bottom like of the part that touches the ground.
Yeah.
I had run over it, so there was the sharp piece is like there, like in the tread, like where it hits the ground.
So it was kind of hugging the tire.
Yeah, but then because it's a piece that gets bent, it like was coming out the side and just sort of like sticking out.
I'm pissed off.
Horizontally from the tire, like out into the world.
So you could have, you know, in Greece.
No, I don't know. Tell me. I don't get references most of the time. That's not because I haven't seen Grease. I've seen Grease. Don't come for me.
Okay, so at the end of the movie where they have the drag race, and there's like, in the bad guy's car, there's like knife coming out of the tire.
Yeah.
And then it scrapes up Grease Lightning, just like like jagged knife through the car's body while they're like racing down the ravine or whatever. You were the bad guy's car with a knife coming out of your tire to scrape up Grease Lightning and make sure that Kaneki and Zuko could not win.
I'm really glad you walked me through that because I didn't remember.
And the more I talked about it, I was like, is this a false memory? I'm like, am I remembering Grease wrong? But
No,
that can't be.
no.
That can't be. I've seen that movie so many times.
I'm so bad at, I mean, I'm not good at having memories of my own. I'm even worse at having memories of, like, a piece of content.
That is just a movie that I watched that VHS so many times.
So it's lodged in.
It's lodged,
Yeah.
for sure. A hickey from Kaneki's like a Hallmark card. That movie taught me the word hickey. That movie taught me the word hooker.
That's it?
I definitely know that movie taught me those two words.
Those are
I'm
big
like
words.
I'm like 7. I'm like, what's a hooker?
Mommy, what's a hooker?
No, literally.
What'd she say?
She told me what a hooker was.
God bless her.
God bless. Hi, Phyllis. I know you're listening.
Hi Phyllis. I hope you're well. Thanks for listening.
I know that you've been waiting so patiently for this episode that probably came out later than you expected.
I bet it will. I'm gonna try and get it out fresh first thing Wednesday morning, but we'll see.
Phyllis is there, ready.
She's an avid listener, and I really appreciate it a lot.
Thanks, Phil.
So there I was, metal sticking out of my tire. And Joe's car won't start right now. We don't know why. Super fun
Still?
and cute.
That's been like a week long.
I know.
What do you mean? Still don't know? Did you ask anyone?
Did I ask anyone? It's not my car.
Sorry,
so I'm not doing
the
anything.
Joe you.
No, he's not done a thing yet.
When something doesn't work and you need to fix something or something needs to get done, what you're supposed to do is call a professional, look for resources, try to solve the problem.
Joe, now you're getting called out.
What's wrong with you, Joe?
Why?
Why would you have your most vital tool and resource that you need almost every day
Sitting
there dead? The last time we were recording the podcast, your battery wouldn't start. That was over a week ago.
It was.
And you've just been letting a dead car sitting. Why are you paying car insurance? For this week you're not driving around. That's wasted fucking money. You're just paying fucking Progressive or whatever $10,000 to let it sit there. You're not even putting your car in danger.
Put it in danger at least. Maybe drive to the post office, send in my engagement ring to get fixed.
Literally.
Oh, burn,
no, literally.
Burn,
Don't think that I didn't think that. Don't think that didn't come straight into my mind.
Burn.
When you have something that you need to do, do it.
Burn.
That actually got me riled up.
Sorry, I'm hot. So, I had to fix the problem immediately because I needed my most vital tool and resource.
You said I need to fix the problem instantly because it's the thing that you do. I just can't imagine a world in which you go, well, my car is dead. I guess I won't do anything about it for 10 days. What?
Hello?
Get over it. Ugh.
So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I try to cut the piece of metal, but none of our like wire cutters are strong enough. So I'm like, and it's a Sunday afternoon, by the way. Luckily, there is a tire place open for about 5 more minutes. It's like 3:55 and p.m. and the tire place is around the corner. In fact, if I had just used my eyes and my brain when I had pulled over, I would have seen that I was across the street.
Seconds away.
Literally across the street from the place that would have helped me. But anyway, I have like a mechanic. I had a mechanic in Chicago that I like knew and trusted. And then when we moved here and we were just using Joe's car, he had a thing with like the dealership. So I like haven't gotten myself like a real...
Yeah.
I haven't gotten my guys yet.
Yeah.
So I was like a little bit nervous about going into this tire shop. Joe was working but technically available, and I was like, if I can't use your car, you're coming with me to this tire place so that I don't have to walk in alone as a woman and get maybe lied to or something. I don't know. But I called them and I was like, hey, this is what's going on. I know you guys closed. Is there any way I can bring it in like now, and like you guys can take, like, I was just like, please, like, and he was like, yeah, just come in and let's see what we can do. And I was like, that's so nice. So we pull up like right at 4:00, and I'm nervous. I'm like, I don't know which of these open doors to go to. And then this, like, skinny, sort of, like, barely masked, androgynous person, like, prances out of a door so nice and politely, and is just, like this young person who, like, looks like they would be one of my friends, and is like, hey, like, which tire is it? Knows immediately. And I'm like, oh, it's this back one. And they're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go talk to so-and-so and, like, see what we could do. Pops away, we're standing in the shade, pops back, they've got, like, a huge wire cutter, and they're like, I'm just gonna trim this right now, because we have, like, all this stuff put away, like the compressors and stuff. We can't really do more than that, but, like, you can still drive on this, and if the air gets low, just stop at a gas station, fill it up, and then come back tomorrow and we'll patch it for free. I was like,
whoa,
what? For free? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, you do that for free? And they're like, yeah. What? So not only am I screaming in rage about my tire, but I'm shouting out Big Brand Tire Services and auto repair on Fountain and Highland. They were so nice to me, and I was gonna bring it in this morning, but then I stayed up all night and I didn't get sleep, so I had to, like, fill. Part of the reason I was late and the reason I stopped at the gas station was because I had to fill my tire up with air. It went from, like, 30 psi to 17 overnight.
Not good.
But it was, like, many, many hours. So a very slow leak, scary. It was scary to drive down the hill on the, like, on the one very low tire, because I was like, there's literally nothing I can do until I get to a gas station. And it's simply 10 minutes away, and it's simply down this winding, hilly road. But all is well. I'm going to go to Big Brand after this and get my free patch.
Yay. From the non-binary mechanic.
Yeah. Who was so nice to me. And I was like, I guess I didn't need Joe to come at all.
No, you don't need that.
I was empowered.
Fuck. Be your own man.
So I was my own man, and I went to the tire place, and I'm going to go again.
Good job.
And I really hope I don't have to get a new tire, but I fear that a patch is not going to be enough.
It could be enough.
It could be enough. It could be enough.
Oh, it's going to be fine.
It's going to be fine.
Just get the patch for free and then live your life.
You're so right. Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a big scream. It's a lot.
I'm so glad that it's going to not cost you anything.
Yeah.
Except for a little bit of stress.
I was just like, as soon as it happened, I was like, fuck. Like, I just saw all the dollar signs. Like,
no.
And I've had AAA basically my whole life, and I recently let it lapse. So I was also like, at first I was like, how do I, how do I? But it's fine. It's fine. And now we're going to be prepared for next time. So
I'm screaming because yesterday I officially submitted my application for the first all-civilian season of the Traitors. Which
I'm screaming too.
Has been my dream.
Yeah.
My full dream. And I was like, Traitors is part of my 5-year plan, because first I have to have a rookie season on a different show and gain a certain amount of notoriety before I can play on Traitors. Nope. They're doing a civilian season.
I didn't see it coming.
Me neither. But it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, because the other countries are all normie, right?
They are all normie, and I think it's so fun to watch the celebrities do it, but I think they're gameplay-wise, I think it will be interesting to see people that don't have a reputation play with each other. Because I think when you get, like, a bunch of Survivor players together, Big Brother, you're just like, oh, these are the strategy gamers. And like, they automatically have a target on their back, or, like, might be more likely to be chosen as a traitor. And, like, I think it's a good, clean slate. You can just, like, really play as whoever you want to be.
That's so... I'm like, I just know you're going to get it. Is that crazy of me?
The thing is that I think if someone gets eyes on my application, I think I have a shot of at least a conversation.
Yeah.
I think the hard thing will be, like, getting noticed.
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people will apply.
I'm sure.
But I think the application just dropped, and I did already submit it in, like, the first 3 days. So
hopefully someone is just like, oh, this person.
I want to play so bad.
Your rookie season was $100,000 pyramid.
Well,
kind of.
In
a sense. But
I want to play so bad. I want to be traitor so bad. I mean, I'll play faithful. That's fine. But, like, my dream is to be a traitorous traitor.
You would be really good at it. You've tricked me so many times in games.
That's what I'm saying. When we play those social deduction games, one of my, like, one of the things that I have so much pride in is that I can always trick you and you can never trick me. It's
true. It's horrific. It's horrific. It's one of the reasons I hate those games so much, because I'm, like, just so easily trickable by you. Not by everyone. But by you. And also I'm pretty gullible and very bad at making anyone believe. I would be such a bad traitor. And a bad faithful. Everyone would be like, you're acting so weird. And I would be like, I'm just stressed out. And they'd be like, that's traitor behavior. I would get voted out week 1.
No. Give yourself more credit.
I
think in general, I'm so intense about games that, like, I can come off as like, and then I flame out. But I would want to play this low and slow. I said in my video that I would play a traitor Gabby Windy style, who famously was a faithful. But I was like, people think that I am 10 years younger than I actually am. And I would just, like, lean into, like, being young and innocent and, like, wide-eyed. And, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, lead me. Like, what? I'm confused. You know, just kind of, like, slight incompetence. And then just use my charm and make friends with everyone.
Yeah.
And then murder my friends in their sleep to cover my tracks.
Incredible. Just bloodthirsty. Never look back.
Yeah, but I'm just like...
Regrets too late.
Regrets too late? But I think I would just be like... What? That was my audition.
That was good. That got me. I was like, oh, she has no idea.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to watch you on TV.
I want to be on a bed. But, I mean, at least this gives me hope that they will continue to do... I hope it goes well so that they continue to do civilian seasons. And if, you know...
If all else fails, you'll be on the next celebrity version.
I'll just keep applying, and I will be on Traitors one day.
You will. Period.
I will. I'm going to make it happen. I feel like... I've kind of always felt that, like, my route to film and television would just kind of generally be unconventional.
I feel similarly.
Yeah. I just feel like I'm not the type of person that, like, automatically is like, ooh, let's give her a chance. And so if I can just get on a freaking reality show.
Come on, give it to her.
Then I can
Yeah.
broadcast my personality.
Your personality is great.
And then, because, you know, also, like, you need, like, 500,000 followers to have 2 lines on Hacks these days. Like...
And you have to start as, like, a front-facing comedian.
Internet comedian, yeah.
Like, character. Ugh.
Anyway,
I can't wait. It's going to be great. I like that it's kind of coming into shape for you, and it is a reality TV journey.
I'm glad for the opportunity, and I'm just gonna kind of, like, set it and forget it now, because, like, I did it.
Yeah,
I sent out the video.
It's done.
The casting director I actually follow on Instagram anyway.
Amazing.
So she had a couple posts, and I commented. I was like, oh, I applied, yay! So maybe she'll just click on my profile and look at me, and
I'm begging and pleading. I'm gasping for air. I'm desperate. I want it.
I'm trying to tell my boyfriend to apply, and then we could... I want a similar situation for us where we go on as a secret couple and then meet in that secret closet off the bar.
The wine.
Yeah, the wine cellar, and just exchange information and then just avoid each other.
I want that bad. Also, what if one of you is a traitor and one of you is not?
Well, we did talk about that, and I said, I would stab you in the back, and I hope you would do the same. Because then we just share the money.
Yeah. But what if you, like, took each other all the way to the end and also shared the money? Like, used... Like, if
like
one
we were
of you
both
was
faithfuls?
No, what if one of you was a faithful and one of you was a traitor? And the traitor used the bond as a... Basically as, like,
yeah, that's a stab in the back.
No, but if the...
Last second betrayal.
If you go all the way to the end with faithful and traitor...
Then the traitor wins.
Yeah. But you would be, but you
that would
wouldn't
be a betrayal.
But you're still splitting the money with Vince. And you're like not killing him at any point. You're letting him go all the way to the end.
I mean, sure. That's still a one person wins, one person loses. Because to go together at the end, there has to be a level of trickery.
And I think that you're tricking the other traitors in this scenario.
What?
I'm just saying, I think there's a way to use Vince as a faithful to your advantage.
I'm sure, but I'm not sure it's tricking the traitor. I mean, yeah, we could trick the traitors.
Yeah, think about it. You can trick the traitors.
If I was a traitor and Vince was a faithful, I couldn't tell Vince that I was a traitor, but maybe I could be like planting seeds about the other traitors to him to let him spread it. Mm-hmm. And then we could hunt the other traitors and I'd have my hands clean.
That could be fun. Now that could be fun. Speaking of Vince, I'm curious to know about your Venus vibes. Oh my God, we're calling him Vince.
I'm surprised he has a name.
Oops, we've name dropped him. He's a fish.
Yeah, I mean he has been a fish. There's no reason not to use his name if we called JoJo.
But now he's no longer a crab man.
No,
he's officially made the leap.
His name is Vince.
I'm proud.
Vince. I'm proud. I'm loud and proud.
I'm loud and proud.
He has a job that he hates that I want him to quit, and he wants to quit too.
Is it
his restaurant job? Mm-hmm. He just had a yearly review where they lowballed him a raise, and they just like take so much of his time and energy. And the last couple weeks, we haven't had a lot of time together because his schedule is so insane and it takes so much out of him.
Yeah. And
my schedule is similar. It's hard to find time, especially when either one of us needs to get up early the next day and like do something like a callback or whatever. Right. And it's like a full-time salary position, so there's no flexibility, and it's just like, it sucks. And I'm like, I want to take you to this wedding, or like I want to be bound to this like horrible job that doesn't care about you.
Are you not going to be able to take him to the wedding because of this stupid fucking job?
Yeah.
All
going on.
Kill myself.
Well, yeah, it's next weekend. I'll be with Will. It'll be great. Like, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I've never had like a proper date to a wedding.
I know.
I've like brought you as a best friend +1. I have been a friend +1, but I've never had like a proper date to a wedding or been a proper date to a wedding. Ugh, it sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
Anyway, there'll be more weddings, but
it is kind of like quit your job week right now. So
exactly, our friend just quit her job, and I told him about it. I was like, "Let's just quit her job.
It's time to follow your dreams."
We are going to his restaurant tonight to use his like manager credit for like a free fancy meal.
Good.
So I just like know deep down in my heart that he will do it within the next 6 months. Just wish he'd get along with it.
He's just waiting till he's ready. He's hanging on with his little pincers.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard too because like it's a job that provides consistency and stability and like plenty of money.
Yeah.
So that's a tough thing.
That's hard to just like walk away from, especially when you don't have something else like lined up necessarily. Would he keep doing something in that line of work, or would he just go acting full time?
I think I keep saying like you need to find just like a cool wine bar and work like 4 days a week, and you are not the manager, and you clock in, you pour some wine, and you talk to the folks, and you get your tips, and you have your flexibility, and just gives you like the time and energy to keep booking like recurring arcs on network television shows, which you have just done.
Done.
That's my dream for him.
What could be easier? It sounds awesome.
And then he's screen testing for a feature film right now.
I want to work at a cool wine bar.
Yeah, like his future is I see full-time acting for him. Yeah. And he is so miserable in that job, and it's come out where like I've had to be like, because he's not a great texter, and which we've talked about it doesn't really bother me, but when we don't have enough in-person time together, then I'm just like, I am trying not to take this personally, and I know like I'm giving you benefit of the doubt and this and that, but like I need to feel like more warmth and affection if we can't see each other. And yeah, I know that you don't mean anything by it, but it doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
And he was just like, oh, yeah. I mean, he was so sweet about it. He was like, oh, that was not my intention. I'm sorry. And then he like kind of opened up about how his job fills him with dread and like everyone needs him all the time at work, and then it's just like he has nothing left, you know. And
he has nothing left.
So
oh my god.
And I was just like, I know that something's going on with him, and that like this is not a personal thing. But then it was also really sweet. We had this conversation last week, and he looks at me. He's like, by the way, this is not too much to ask for, which was really kind. Really kind to say.
That's so nice, just to be like, just in case you were wondering.
Like, this is totally reasonable ask.
And it's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need someone to say it out loud. Especially the person you're asking.
Right.
Imagine.
Because I've dated people who have made me feel crazy for asking for a need met.
And may they all roll over in their graves.
They could be dead. I don't know.
They're dead to me.
Yeah, they are.
They're dead to this podcast.
So, and this last week was a lot better.
Good.
Yeah, and he called me, and
yeah, he called while we were at Shabbat.
Yeah, but he's like also called other days, and
that's nice.
You know, would it was clear that he was taking an extra step to be like sweeter.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna start looking for wine bar jobs for him.
Okay.
Great. I want him to quit that job too. I want you both to be happier.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
He had a crazy day yesterday because he locked himself out of his apartment without his keys. So he didn't have his car keys. So he had to take a $50 Uber to work. Horrible, to this job he hates. And then later I got the day off.
My mouth is still agape. How did he get back in the apartment?
Well, I got the day off from work. I went to work, got cut because it was super slow. And then I realized I had the day off. So I was like, hey, by the way, I can pick you up from work. He was like,
so
oh,
nice.
I would really like that. And then I picked him up at work, drove him back home. His roommate, who is in Palm Springs, has a locksmith friend who she connected him with. Incredible. So, like, I drove him back home, met the locksmith there, let him back into his apartment, which was actually kind of an ordeal, but it happened. Ugh. And he was just like, hey, thanks for being patient. And, like, I know you didn't, like, this is probably, I think kind of, like, worrying about me dealing with this.
Yeah. Like,
with him.
Being a team member and helping him with this problem.
Yeah. And I think he was worried about it being inconvenient.
Yeah.
And I sent him an article, I think last night, but it was something I saw maybe on social media about how inconvenience is a part of friendship. Mm-hmm. And with like capitalism, mm-hmm. when it's just like, why would you ask for a ride to the airport when you can get an Uber? Why would you ask to borrow a cup of sugar when you can like Instacart your groceries?
I think we've maybe even talked about this before, and I think I got lost to time. But
maybe,
yeah, there's like that how to be a good neighbor, like how to be a good community member, like how to be a good, I can't remember the word. But
yeah, like, and like we should be asking for small favors and offering small favors and giving them, because like you can't have a deep friendship or relationship without convenience. Inconvenience mm-hmm. is the argument, because like a convenient friendship is not like, there's no depth to it.
Yeah. And also like you picking him up, helping him get into his apartment, all of that stuff, like that was something that you'll probably remember for a long time, like working together as a couple, like to solve a problem. Like you're probably gonna remember that more than you'll remember the dinner you go to tonight, like 2 years from now. Maybe not, but I feel like that is like, that's been true of like mine and Joe's relationship is like often the most important, or like the moments that bring us closer together are just like the little inane things,
the inconveniences,
exactly.
So be inconvenient, ask for what you need, and offer small favors for the people you love.
Yeah, that's our advice.
That's our advice to you. So that's my kind of update.
That's a great update. I love that.
Yeah, and he was just like, because he was like, I don't want to be an inconvenience. I can do things myself. And I was like, no, I want you to like ask me for help.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious if that is like something from a past relationship of his that he's like, because, and I say this because something that like early in mine and Joe's relationship, he would sort of resist me, like, it's gonna be hard to explain until like the biggest example, which was some like uncle of his died, like a great uncle died or something. It was like someone he was not close to. He has a very, very big Irish Catholic family, and they like all live in South Chicago, and so it was like, oh, we're gonna drive to like this suburb, or he has to drive to some suburb in Illinois to go to this funeral. This was like COVID was still like around, but we had been dating for a long time already, and it was like not crazy to think that I would like go with him to something like this. I think I had maybe met his parents already, but like not his sister. I don't know. So he like finds out about this thing, and then he has to go do this thing, and like he doesn't have a car either. He's like trying to figure out, he was like maybe gonna borrow my car. It was all like kind of crazy. And eventually I was like, do you want me to just come with you? Like, and he was so like the thought had not even occurred to him basically, like, to ask, because he was coming out of a relationship where the other person, at least for like he had come out of like a 5-year relationship, like 6 months before we started dating. But that person towards the end of when they were dating was like, would like not go to anything really with him. Like, Joe had to go to a bunch of weddings by himself because at the last minute his partner was like, oh, I don't want to go. Like, fuck? Out of town weddings and like, what the fuck? So many things, like, and then was also like really particular about like when he was home and stuff, like when he was coming home. They just like wanted him to stay at home with them all the time, I guess. I don't know, but whatever. Their trauma they were putting on him in that relationship, and he like became accustomed to expecting that his partner would like not be his partner, essentially, like at like these social events. And so we were already deep enough in our relationship where like in my mind it's like expected that I would be like your wedding date, your funeral date, your whatever, like your family reunion date, like I'm along for the ride. But we hadn't really like experienced one of those situations yet. So there were other like smaller instances of him being like, it was like clear that he was like stressed out about having to do something by himself or go somewhere by himself, or he would like enjoy my company but like wouldn't ask. And once like the funeral thing happened and I was like, I'll just come, and I went, and like it was great, and he was like, I would have been like so overwhelmed if I had to do this by myself and like so stressed out, and like I was like, yeah, and I'm here for you, like in all of that. That's like part of the deal, by the way. And like we had to have like a real like verbal conversation where we were like, where everything I just said we like both named and like went through, and we're like, this is and like I'd be like, that's something I'm gonna watch out for, that like you kind of resist, and sometimes I'd be like, oh, do you want me to come? And he'd be like, no, and I'd be like, okay, like take him at face value. And then like it kind of became clear that like, oh, actually like he's not lying to me, but he just like didn't really realize it was an option, like or that I was offering like sincere. I wanted to. Yeah, exactly. And that came into my mind when you were talking about Vince's like apologizing for being inconvenient about this thing that like you called and offered to do. You were like, I'll pick you up. Yeah. And I'm sure you were excited to like see him and get to spend extra time with him. Yeah, because we thought we weren't going to spend time together at all yesterday, and then we had a whole evening together. You got to hang out. What a treat and a delight. Right. Yeah. And I mean, he loved the offer. He was like, I would love that. Like, yeah. Emoji, you know? Yeah. He's a Cancer after all. After all, I know it's. But true. Yeah, I don't know if that comes from a past relationship. It could be from his upbringing. He doesn't have like supportive or present parents. So one of those, huh? Yeah. I know. Fuck them. I had a dream that his dad was in. I have not met his father. I have no idea what he looks like, but his father was in my dream. And he was coming to visit, and they were there sitting at the dinner table eating, and I walk in, I go, oh, you guys are here, because I'd been expecting them. And I'm like, hi, I'm Juanita, and his dad like does not look at me and just like ignores me. And then I guess I said that I was Salvadoran or something,
And then he starts speaking a foreign language to me. And I was like, what? And it was like, I guess, dream German. And he said he thought that I was Austrian, that he thought I said I was Austrian. So he's speaking dream German, Austrian German to me. Anyway, that was just a dream I had last night. But also we were picked him up, we were driving. He said something about his dad. I was like, your dad sucks.
Yeah.
And then I think I had a dream about how much his dad sucks.
You got riled up and went to sleep and you're like, fuck your dad.
Yeah.
Fuck your dad.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm personally ready to give some advice. What about you?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's time for Caitlin says, I need advice on how to get strangers in public places to stop telling me their problems. And I asked, I said, can I get an example of a time that this has happened to you recently?
Yeah.
For some context. And she said, I was in line for the porta potties at Cinespia, which is the Hollywood Forever Cemetery movies. And some mid-60s Italian woman who was in LA visiting her son ended up telling me way too much about how she missed him and had him too young and regretted it. I am too approachable and I have many examples, is what she said.
I wonder what makes her so approachable. Because it's clearly something... Okay, I feel like there's two parts to this.
Yeah, I want to hear what you think.
The people who overshare are looking for a reason.
There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do. They're looking for a reason. They're looking for a person. It could really be anyone, or they're looking for that face. That face that knows that you'll absorb it or take it. Mm-hmm. And I wonder if... I wonder what about Caitlin is so approachable.
Caitlin, you gotta change your face. I think when you're in public, you gotta change your face. I think you might have resting approachable face. It's like the opposite of resting bitch face. It is, because I think I have it too sometimes, especially when I'm in public. I'm just here waiting to hear your problems. Come trauma dump on me, especially when I'm at work. If I'm front desk at work, I like turn on my resting approachable face, and then the floodgates open. But I'm getting paid for my time.
Yeah.
When you're not getting paid for my time, I think some tactics you can try are earbuds. Don't have to listen to anything. Just carry around a set of like
just look unapproachable,
little battery powered, or even this is actually better, the ones that plug into your phone, because then the people can see the whole cord dangling. So you can do both headphones in, leave it dangling, but it's still small, so you can carry it around. Plug it into your phone. You don't have to play anything. You can still listen to your surroundings. But then if someone tries to come at you, you can just give them a polite little smirk and gesture to the headphones. You're not here to be interrupted. You gotta change your face.
But then it's like, that feels like a good, for example, public transportation tactic.
Yeah.
But if you're in line for the porta potties at like an event where you wouldn't necessarily be listening to music,
you got to start bringing those headphones everywhere you go, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Pop them in.
I think maybe really be deep in your phone. Don't even like,
That's
you don't even
idea.
have to be looking at anything.
That's
just like idea. Scrolling.
Download like an app that you like to spend time in and have it ready to go for when you're like, not like a social media app where you can get caught up in like also other people's problems. You might open your phone and then fall into someone else's problem, which you don't want. You want to stay in your own space. Open like an app that shows you nice pictures or like something, and then just look at it. Get it ready for when you feel, because you can feel the tendrils of someone.
Yeah,
before they approach. I know you can. What were you gonna say?
You could also just put your phone to your ear.
Fake a phone call immediately.
Fake a phone call. You don't have to.
That's so
you don't have to talk
smart.
to anyone. You don't have to pretend to talk. This motion
with the eyebrows up. Yeah.
Nod a little.
Yeah.
Like, no one's gonna try to talk to you.
Your friend's having an emergency. And if they do try to talk to you, just double down on the act.
Sorry, I can't hear you. What?
Sorry, someone's trying to talk to me. I can't hear you. Can you repeat that?
And I think you just really, like, something tells me, sorry to victim blame, but something tells me that I don't think this woman could have got out so much information if you weren't maybe, like, being open to the first assault.
You left the door open.
You left the door. Well, she started the barrage of information, and then something tells me, sorry to victim blame, that you maybe were a little too receptive to the first bits of information, so you kept getting more and more and more and more.
Well, because you don't want to be rude. I can see
you not wanting to be rude.
But maybe you just need to start being a little more rude.
Sometimes I think you need to be a little bit more rude. People try to talk to me sometimes too. This would happen like maybe more in Chicago when I was taking more public transit. And like I've had men be so angry at me because I wouldn't talk to them.
Men love to get mad when you
like at a bus stop. I'd be like, I would say things like, I don't want to talk right now or something. And they'd be like, yeah.
And what'd you do? Just let it.
You just like.
Let them scream and then get on the bus.
Yeah. Just like kind of walk away.
Yeah.
You like,
it's all you can do.
I think, yeah. Don't be afraid to be a little rude. If you don't want to have that conversation, you can just be like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that and walk away.
It's honestly draining to have these people dump their shit on you. Like, they get to just dump their shit on you and walk away. And that's not, no, they don't. No, they don't. Caitlin, no, they don't. We're here, we're telling you they don't get to do that. And you have to tell them that they can't sometimes. With your face or your headphones or your mouth. Those are the options.
Yeah, so preventative care. Wear headphones, fake a phone call, be buried in your phone. If someone talks to you, do not engage back. Do not ask questions. Do not be polite. Actually, maybe actively be rude and just say... you can say I'm sorry and walk away. Yeah. You can say, oh, I can't talk right now, or no thank you.
Oh, you should learn how to say I can't speak English in like a really obscure language. Yeah. Learn how to
or if you're feeling maybe in the mood for it, use it as an opportunity to hear a crazy story.
Honestly, sometimes it just takes a perspective shift. Maybe this isn't a problem at all.
Maybe you're a conduit for the most incredible gossip.
You need to turn off your heart, open up the tape recorder of your mind, and just let this story wash over you. It has nothing to do with you. Don't let it take any of your energy. It's just a crazy woman who's visiting from Italy, and she regrets having her son. Aren't you glad that's not you?
That's a crazy thing to hear.
It's crazy.
And really fun to relay. Really fun to relay, actually. So thank you for relaying it, because that was fun for me to hear. And I think sometimes hearing that sort of information is easier with another person to be able to look at them and be like, are you hearing this? We kind of had, Vince and I kind of had a, they weren't like sharing anything crazy, but the locksmith and his wife were... they left for the first time to go to Home Depot and pick up this new lock for him. We looked at each other and he was like, they are characters. Like, he had like fully shaved head except for like a little bit of hair on top, like tattoos everywhere, wearing a shirt, like a big like blue shirt with the phone number of his locksmith business, just like branding everywhere, like a bejeweled like Hebrew necklace, the Star of David tattooed on one of his fingers, like of many tattoos. His wife, huge eyelash extensions, nose job, BBL, being like unreal. Just like marveling over her husband's locksmith genius.
Yeah, why was she even there?
And then like he calls me like, the Sunset Home Depot doesn't have the lock, so we're gonna go to West Hollywood. And then they were negotiating whether or not he was gonna come back that night or in the morning. He's like, well, I have recovery tomorrow from 7 to 4. And I was like, he is in recovery for something. It was just like truly to be that stuff just hits better when you're with someone else, to be like, did you just witness that? It's like, did you hear that? Did you see that?
It's like TV kind of hits better when you're watching it with
someone. Yeah, exactly.
It's exactly the same.
Think of it as reality TV.
Yeah. That's what you need to do. Just turn on your reality TV brain. These people are not going to affect you after they walk away. They're just going to give you their weird little story. And then you get to tell it at parties.
Fun.
What a treat.
And that's our advice for you.
That's our advice. I think we've given you a lot of options. So
many options.
So many options. Thanks for listening. I think that's our episode.
Yeah, send us more questions.
Please.
You know the drill. DM us at Super Sister Signs, Instagram. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok at Super Sister Signs. Email us, supersistersigns@gmail.com. Watch us on YouTube, Super Sister Signs. So many ways. Listen to the podcast anywhere that you want.
Anywhere that you want. Super Sister Signs. I just wanted to say it one more time.
Super Sister Signs.
A Super Sister Sign. We didn't really talk about astrology at all today. New moon in Virgo on Friday, and Virgo season starts. Thank God. We have to record another podcast before we get there, so I'm sure we'll talk
with a
about
Leo.
It. With a Leo, so just kidding.
No, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
And I love my Leos. I'm just not at my most powerful right now.
And that's how I feel during Gemini season, which is also Pride Month. Just the straightest earth sign.
I just need September. I need back to school. I need straight A's. I need honor student.
I thrive in Virgo season. I'm always like renovating the home. I'm cleaning. I'm running errands.
This house, the way this house is going to transform in September is going to be unreal. I can't wait.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Well,
until next time.
Bye, Star Babies.